tell him I'm trans when I see him today.
I've really lost faith in humanity. If you look at the comments on that video, they are nasty. It's everyone saying, I should have told him from the start. Like,
well, what?
The comments on that video, they are nasty. It's everyone saying, I should have told him from the start.
Right.
Like, I like how whenever it's a trans girl talking about how a cis guy beat her up.
A cis guy? What the fuck is that?
Because she told him she's trans, suddenly everybody forgets how customary it is to not tell somebody sensitive information when you first meet them. They're all like, this wouldn't have happened if you'd have told him right away. But I like how it doesn't work like that for any other situation, seemingly. If you have kids and you start dating somebody new, usually you won't tell them at the first date that you have kids. Or if you're
how did you connect those dots right there? How did you connect those dots? How stupid.
Depressed or have weird hobbies or fucking whatever. You usually wait until you're closer with that person to reveal that information. For anybody else...
No, that's stupid. Dudes want to date girls, not other dudes, you idiot. How the fuck did you, like I said, how did you connect those dots? You're a fucking idiot.
You just do that to remain comfortable. But for trans people, you do that to protect yourself. Victim blaming at its finest.
Oh, hold on. Obviously, I tried to find this young man. I tried to find this young man, but I couldn't find him. I saw this last night and wrote a comment, but decided not to. Most of these people also must have no idea about trans-panic law. The trans-panic law. Nigga, what? Hold on. Partially or completely excuse crimes such as murder and assault on the grounds that victims' sexual orientation or gender identity is to blame for the defendant's violent reaction. Of course, California. Of course. Damn, Hawaii. The way this dude connected the dots is crazy. This don't even happen in half the... So I don't even know what this person's talking. Even if she did tell him before, he can act like he's okay with it and still harm her. People have pointed that out, yet they still want to blame her. Blame him. Blame it. Use the correct pronouns. Just an FYI, she lied about being trans. I've talked to many trans people, and they're awesome. But when you try and force your sexuality upon others, it's not okay. I'm not saying she deserved what happened. I do. Just seeing this, it's disheartening. Hold on, let me check Twitter real quick. So I couldn't find it on Twitter. Let me see if Night Talk found it.
Apparently, that video was fake. Shawty wasn't trans. She was acting like she was trans just to get some fucking views. You know what I'm saying? But I'd imagine y'all had...
Ain't no fucking way. Oh, Jesus, what in the hell?
The same reaction I had believing that story was true, because in situations like that, when...
What? Oh my God. People would do anything for some fucking views. Oh my God. Like, girl, you here today and going tomorrow. Listen, you have to keep that shit up. So what's it gonna be this time? I don't understand why some people do stuff like that.
Trans women lie to men about what they got. I don't have an issue with that being the result. But that video led me to this video, which brings up a different conversation that I think we need to discuss.
I've really lost faith in humanity. If you look at the comments on that video, they are nasty. It's everyone saying, I should have told him from the start. Like, I like how whenever it's a trans girl talking about how a cis guy beat her up because she told him she's trans, suddenly everybody forgets how customary it is to not tell somebody sensitive information when you first meet them. They're all like, this wouldn't have happened if you'd have told him right away.
It wouldn't have.
But I like how it doesn't work like that for any other situation, seemingly. If you have kids and you start dating somebody new, usually you won't tell them at the first date that you have kids.
Now let me see what he said about this right here, because I want to see how this nigga connected the dots. Let me just see something.
Or if you're depressed or have weird hobbies or fucking whatever, you usually wait until you're closer with that person to reveal that information. For anybody else, you just do that to remain comfortable. But for trans people, you do that to protect yourself. Victim blaming at its finest.
So somehow it got flipped all the way around and it's victim blaming. We're blaming the victim. we're calling this person the victim and we're blaming them. Hell yeah, we blaming them. Hell yeah, we are blaming them for lying to us about something extremely important.
And not telling somebody is the same thing as lying. Holding that information until you get what you want, and then all of a sudden you're trans, that's the same thing as lying. Because you know he wouldn't have dated you if you told him that you was trans. Nobody wants to date a man.
And it is nowhere in the same stratosphere as someone lying about having children, someone lying about issues that they
Thank you. Okay, so me and you on the same page.
going with, someone like any other damn lie. That shit pales in the comparison because you are playing with that person's sexuality. You're allowing them to walk into something that directly affects them, right? Depending upon the man and how much that bothers them, how much that pisses them off. You know what I mean? Because I wonder what the percentage of men. I wonder what percentage of men look at trans women and actually look at them as a man, right? So when said trans person lies to a man about it and come to find out that they were having, whether it be sex, whether it be romantic involvement, whether it just be like spending some time with them, and then believing that it was a heterosexual relationship taking place, and now knowing that person was born a man, these type of dudes who look at, including me, these type of dudes that look at trans women that way are going to believe that they were duped and played and lied to into doing some gay shit.
A Northwestern University study recruited 205 men interested in trans women. In that online survey, 51% identified as straight, 41% as bisexual, and the remainder as gay. While straight men love trans women. Let's hear this shit.
Do trans people have a certain je ne sais quoi? Do we have a certain vibe or energy to us?
Oh my God, that's a trans? Ain't no way.
Maybe we do. In some countries, transgender people are seen as holy beings. And in other countries,
holy beings? No.
We're seen as freakish outlaws. So I don't know. Hello everyone, what is up? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Victoria. I am a 24-year-old woman of transgender experience, and here on this channel we talk about everything. We have femininity content, we have reaction videos, and we have more analytical videos like this. So I'm here to kind of demystify, why do men like trans women? It's the age-old question of, is it gay to date a trans girl? What makes someone a chaser? What makes someone trans amorous?
No. This ain't no trans. Hold on. Ain't no way this is a trans. Oh my God.
Christopher and I recently guest starred on the Karamo show.
Everyone, please welcome Victoria to the show. How are you doing? Good to meet you, beautiful. Take a seat. You smell great.
We got a chance to chat for about 13 minutes with Karamo, but there's so much more to the story.
He was sort of an athlete. He was a jock. I was myself and heavily bullied. I was
heavily bullied.
What the hell is that on the side of her face right there?
A man that actively seeks out transgender women to have relationships with, and the other is the man who maybe is seeking out a woman to have a relationship with, and he happens to meet a trans woman or later on finds out that she's trans. Neither one of these guys is good or bad. Neither one is necessarily a chaser. That is for an entirely different video. But let me tell you about my experiences as a young trans person in the dating world. So I transitioned at 14. So
14 is crazy. Who the fuck are your parents? Jesus.
Most of, if not all, of my dating experiences have been as a transgender woman. I am also post-op, so I have everything a girl would have from the head to toe, but most of my dating experiences have been pre-op. The men that I would date would be almost exclusively straight men, and that was not great for my mental health or my emotional well-being. Now, I am engaged to the man of my dreams, getting married this year, and I feel sort of qualified to talk about the journey that I had that brought me here and the different men that I experienced, the trials and tribulations that I went through. The trans woman, they assume that the trans woman is going to be filling the male role in the bedroom, so being more dominant and topping.
No, we ain't talking about that.
Many of these men may have truly never fantasized whatsoever about a man. It's not about wanting penetration. It's not about even exploring sometimes. A lot of times it's because they want to dominate someone with a penis gonna watch football with me and suck my dick. They expect us to be these super enhanced, sexy, beautiful women with the libido of a 19-year-old boy. Another reason why men love transgender women, and I'm particularly talking about pre-op transgender women with this. Kat put it better than I would ever be able to, so I'm going to insert the clip right here and let you hear it from her directly.
Their draw to the genitalia is less that it's a penis, and more that it is very clearly communicating whether it's turned on and when it orgasms. They don't quite view it as a man's penis. They view it as an engorged clitoris.
So in that clip,
You know what? I ain't even gonna hold you. I heard enough. Just the word trans is it. I think I've heard it enough. Let's just finish up what Night Talk had to say.
And that's why they be putting foot to ass, bro. Dudes don't play that shit. It ain't the same. It ain't nowhere. It's not even the fucking. It's not even in the same universe as somebody lying about having kids. All right, you got kids. Okay, that don't affect me. That's not something I want to involve myself in, right? But now he knows they're born a man, and for these men that think that trans women are men, bruh, it's gonna be bad.
Find yourself in the bottom of the river. Oh, he actually speaks on it. Hold on.
You talking about, man, I want a smart, intelligent woman. I want a woman that's smart and intelligent. No, men don't. I want a dummy. Cause you be psyched up off a dummy. You gonna call your partner and be like, say, man, I got me a cold dummy. I'm talking about a dummy. I'm talking about a cold dummy. Get excited about everything you do. You start the car, this bitch just, cause you got a dummy. A dummy just, it just stroke your ego and make you just.
I wonder if they ever felt that way about me. Like,
no, you a different kind of dummy.
you see what he?
Okay, he didn't respond to the video. This is just clickbait at its finest.
You want to break it down and give it to him for the people who don't?
Because she say she been all in that man's house. Kevin Gates love sex. His sex drive too high. You know what I'm saying? And you know him and Drika, they did some they had threesomes. They do all that. You know what I'm saying? So it don't amuse me, bro. Like it's not shocking to me. You feel me? Like this the world we living in. You know what I'm saying? Either you gonna go with that type of way, or you gonna stand firm and stay still. You know what I'm saying? On this type of way. So, man,
yeah, there was just no pause in that 1 minute. Yo, yeah, I done had enough of all of this. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video, man. Peace.